Love video games? This will be music to your ears. Welcome to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us is producer and creator Jason Michael Paul. Hi, Jason.
How are you? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. And you are preparing to kick off a world tour of Heroes-A Video Game Symphony. And this is starting out, I guess you're going to be going to Baltimore first. Tell us about this and the whole concept.
Yeah, absolutely. So the concept was developed a few years ago when I was on tour with the Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses. And basically we were thinking of some storytellers, and one that came to mind was Joseph Campbell and the monomyth from the hero's journey. And so what we've done is we've taken that framework for that story and we've created our own story. And we basically have Nigel Carrington, a BAFTA award-winning narrator for the wildly popular independent video game from Chinese Room called Dear Esther. So we had him come in and narrate this journey. And what we've done is we also commissioned Jessica Curry, the composer of Dear Esther and a couple other wildly popular video games. And we basically had her arrange the Dear Esther music to provide as a background for the narrations, as well as the visuals from that game. And then what we've done is we've taken each chapter in our story and we've taken a video game that's applicable to each chapter as we go along in this story.
For instance, tell us about the music that you're incorporating here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just kind of a who's who of video games. The lineup is amazing. The composers were working with the Nobuo Uematsu from Final Fantasy fame, Yasunori Mitsuda from Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger fame. We have Castlevania, Mashiru Yamane. We have BioShock from Gary Scheinman. We have Journey from Austin Wintory, Jessica Curry, who I mentioned earlier, from Dear Esther. We have, where did I begin? Marty O'Donnell, Michael Salvatore from Halo fame. We have Enon Zur from Blades, The Elder Scrolls, as well as Fallout 4, and also the newly released game in September called Starfield, which is much anticipated. We'll be having that as a featured segment in our September shows. So we're really excited about that. Wow.
So how did this come about for you, Jason? Are you a big gamer or what?
Yeah, so if you don't know about me, I started this phenomenon 20 years ago in 2024 on December in May 10th, 2004 with the Final Fantasy concerts that were I created originally. I'm also responsible for the Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses concerts that toured around the world about 4 times, did over 300 shows worldwide with that property. And I was also the first ever to produce a show featuring the Legend of Zelda and also Super Mario Brothers and Metroid as part of Play a Video Game Symphony, where Koji Kondo made his first performance in Chicago as part of that show. So, I've had a wealth of
and did that all start because of you loved games, or because you loved the music that was in the games?
It was kind of a hybrid. It was a passion for both. Of course, my journey began playing video games. I'm part of that NES original console kind of blood. I used to play Pong even. I've even played Atari, ColecoVision. I've been playing games since I could walk. So, that's kind of my story.
So tell us how this is going to happen. You're going to be going to different cities and working with different orchestras, right?
Absolutely. I work with orchestras all over the world. Basically the shows and the cities that we presented with the Legend of Zelda are pretty much a lot of the same orchestras and venues that we did that tour with. So we're kicking it off in Baltimore on August 11th with the Baltimore Symphony at the Meyerhoff, followed by the first ever video game music concert presented by the Cincinnati Pops in Cincinnati, Ohio at the Music Hall on September 16th and 17th. Those who know, Eric Kunzel was the former music director and principal conductor for the Cincinnati Pops, where he was the first to perform Star Wars music in his lifelong partnership with John Williams from all of his memorable scores. So it's really an honor to have them presenting the first ever video game music concert by the Cincinnati Pops. Immediately after that, we go to Atlanta with the Atlanta Symphony on September 21st and 22nd for 2 shows with the Atlanta Symphony. And we also have Mexico City and Monterey, January 31st, 2024, and February 1st, 2024 in Mexico City. We're really just getting started. San Francisco Symphony is May 31st and June 1st of 2024 in San Francisco. And we're adding dates all the time. So just check our website. Really
exciting. So tell me about the concept of really showcasing some of this marvelous music that's been written for these games over the years. I mean, very often it's overlooked, I suppose, but not by you.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been getting more sophisticated. The shows have evolved, and obviously with these original composers, we've created quite a collaboration to make sure that their music is represented to the fullest extent. We don't cut any corners with the size of our orchestra. So we're working with a 70-piece orchestra and a 24-voice choir. So we have nearly 100 musicians on stage for the show. Of course, we're partnering with all the best orchestras in the world. Like I mentioned, Cincinnati Pops, Baltimore Symphony, Atlanta Symphony, San Francisco Symphony. It's truly a first-class production. We just really want to make sure these fans can really hear the music, but to complement the music, we also have these wonderfully edited videos, from full motion video to gameplay footage to original illustrations from these games. It's just truly a whole melding of all these wonderful things that make video game and storytelling so great.
I guess one of the things that it does is encourage the studios to pay a lot of attention to the music that they're using, how important it is.
I couldn't agree with you more. And that's been really since 2004 when I started with Final Fantasy. This is really a culmination of my efforts here in 2023 and 2024 with this show. Everything that I've learned along the way, including my days working with PlayStation and Square Enix when I was just a youngster, and then of course my days as a production manager with Luciano Pavarotti and the Three Tenors. This is truly the epitome of video game music concerts.
Just beautiful. So this is going to go on for hopefully quite a while, right? The tour will be you'll be adding venues as we go along here.
That's the most beautiful part about this format of show that I created. Everything's done in modules, so we can swap out a chapter with a new game at the drop of a hat. So, for example, I'm already working with other licensors, namely Activision, Blizzard for World of Warcraft and Diablo and StarCraft, and of course, you know, all the other ones, Capcom for Mega Man, and a lot of the original classics that you probably might be familiar with. And so, you know, I'm just really getting started, with Zelda, kind of taking a little bit of a break longer than I expected. I really need to shift gears and make sure that I keep my name out there and keep these concepts rolling.
Just terrific. And people can get more information about the schedule and look for tickets online.
Absolutely. If you go to the website, www.heroes-symphony.com, we have everything listed on there. We have our shows on sale from there as well, and our schedule. We also have a background on the show and also a background on some of the titles that we feature. I'm really proud of this one, so I hope you all check it out.
Just terrific. Again, the site is Heroes, HEROES -symphony.com. Jason, Michael, Paul, thank you for spending time with us, and thanks for doing this. Just terrific.
I really appreciate you being such a huge supporter and fan. It really means a lot. So thank you so much.